from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Cason Wallace.
And currently, he's in the zone. A tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at small forward. When it comes to these 2 teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA going hard to the basket and finishing it with some power.
Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. Brunson against SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Holmgren. The 3-ball. And it's New York with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Holmgren. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Wallace with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Outside, SGA. Just 5 on the clock. Holmgren outside. 4-3. And Anunoby pulls it down. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Bridges misses. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside. SGA against Brunson. SGA deciding where to go with it. Wallace outside. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. Still without a basket in the game. Brunson finds Hart. Lets it go from the wing. The shot by Towns, no good.
The players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Sinks the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
SGA stepping out on the floor. That will create some driving lanes going forward.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And right now, let's take a look at the teams that do the best job protecting the rim. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's tipped. Now here's Wallace, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. Holmgren outside, 3-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each one won.
I think it's a really good indicator of which team's off-season moves will have the biggest impact.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And it's Brunson missing.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. The 3 is up. And another three for Oklahoma City.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Towns against Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brunson. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who Coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, Coach said. So our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And he drops the first. Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
SGA hits them both. With the end of the regular season around the corner, Legs, the better teams perhaps shifting focus to potential postseason opponents.
Well, BA, that's true, but you certainly don't want to get ahead of yourself. You can't have guys looking past the game that's right in front of them. You have to stay in the here and now.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7, and they're on the run. Here's Bridges, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Cason Wallace.
That's the physicality Bridges brings.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
That's good from Bridges.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Bridges hits them both. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Towns on a screen. For 3, Bridges. Knocks down the long J. Bridges has got 5.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Brunson against SGA. Back to Wallace. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point lead. Back to Holmgren. Pass to SGA. Fires for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Inside. Hart passes to Brunson. Back to Hart. Here's Towns. He's guarded by Hartenstein. The fadeaway. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. Wallace's shot is good. He's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move.
Knicks trail by 9. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the three. Wallace pulls it in.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Hartenstein with a screen on Towns. Wallace outside. Screen by Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with a three.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Outside Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Hart against Holmgren. Outside Hart. He buries it from 3.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Thunder lead, 18-12.
Outside, SGA. Dort outside. Takes the 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one. The kick out to Brunson. To the middle. Here's Towns. Holmgren with the block.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Hart. Now here's Anunoby. 15 in his last outing. Robinson. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Brunson passes to Robinson. New York working the ball around now. And again, the Knicks missing. The Thunder have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Pass to Clarkson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
14.
Wallace outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. He's got 5. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the arc. And it's New York with a rebound.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Up top, Robinson. Down low. Here's Anunoby. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
23-16.
Pass to Holmgren from downtown. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 6 assists in the game. Brunson passes to Bridges. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
26-18.
Wallace outside. Left side SGA. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Pass to Bridges. Clarkson for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wallace outside. From deep, SGA. Fires in the triple. SGA's got 10.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Now here's Clarkson. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Brunson finds Clarkson. Over Holmgren. And it's Clarkson missing. Oklahoma City leading by 11. SGA with it. 10 points for him. Wallace outside. Wide open. He squares up and sinks it. 7 points in the game.
Hasn't taken him any time to get into a groove. 3 or 4 to start things off.
SGA against Brunson. No good. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
And so Mark Degno will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Okay, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Guys, back to you.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Around the bend, here are the Western standings. You look at Oklahoma City, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches.
Right now for the Thunder, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Dort after the basket by New York on the other end. Launches it. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
On the wing, Clarkson. Watched by Wallace. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Back to Alvarado. That's in. Coming off an assist from Town.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson with the block. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Dort. SGA driving. Basket counts. SGA's got 12 points.
There are few players in this league who attack with that kind of skill and tenacity that SGA possesses.
And there it is for him.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Part of being a scoring guard like Clarkson, drawing fouls like there.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Clarkson. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Robinson finds Clarkson. And stolen by Williams. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Alvarado with a rebound. Knicks trail by 13. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Screen by Robinson. From 13. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Hits the trifecta. Clarkson's got 9.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
29.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout.
And the Thunder lead by 12. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Looks like it's time to get hyped, Knicks fans. Here they are.
And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Brunson. No points yet. And he lobs it up. And a big finish by Robinson.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Shea is just relentless, continuing to attack the defense over and over.
Towns outside. Robinson, a screen on Holmgren. Towns for 3. No luck on that one.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Pass to SGA. Hartenstein with a screen on Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Robinson with the block. Here's Shamet, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Towns outside. Fires from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. SGA's got 9 points in the quarter.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Towns against Holmgren. Towns down low. 3 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And the basket by Shamet.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Thunder lead 45-34.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 points in the game. Wallace outside. Launches a 3. And it's Shea hitting the 3.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Brunson finds Towns. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points. Knicks trail by 16. Towns outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. That one's good for 2. Holmgren's got 13.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's Brunson. Soft touch off the glass.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Dort outside. Back to SGA. Pass to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Over Towns, and it's Oklahoma City with another.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Screen by Robinson. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. They grab their own miss. And stolen by Hartenstein. Brunson against Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Towns. Anunoby comes in for Shaman. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Clarkson. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Brunson, no good on the free throw. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
To the paint. Dort with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Back to SGA. Lets a three fly. Connects from downtown. SGA's got 29.
They've been so efficient from deep, hitting over 50%. That'll win a lot of games.
Back to Brunson. Takes a three. That one's no good. 2 for 10, and he's cold out there. Thunder leading by 23. Wallace outside. It's Dort on the wing. Jacks up a three. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the first of a 5-game tour around the league. Out to Bridges. This one for three. Outside Brunson. Here's the three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wiggins looking around. SGA passes to Dort. And here's Wallace. The three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Screen by Robinson. Bridges passes to Robinson. Over Williams. They still need this. Robinson gets the bucket.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
64-40.
Dort outside. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks shooting about 45% during the second quarter. The kick out to Brunson. Bridges outside. Outside Hart. There's the triple. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. SGA's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Dort. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Brunson. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. The Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby against Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. SGA's got 31.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
SGA with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Misses in close.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Thunder running away with it. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Knicks.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now, that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with him. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
And here's New York now. They've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives to the hoop. And they pick up 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33 points.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
4 on the clock. Dort, the pass to Williams. Stolen by Anunoby. Inside. That's good from Towns on the assist by Bridges.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Brian, back over to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. No good on the 3. The Knicks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
74-46.
Dort outside. Back to SGA. Let's go with a three. Drops in the three. SGA's got 36 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Takes a step back. Here's Brunson. Good D by SGA.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Wallace misses. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And they recover it for 3. Bridges drains the triple. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
Thunder lead, 76.
Pass to SGA from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Hart with a screen on Dort. Outside Anunoby. Towns outside. Beyond the arc. No good that time.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Wiggins outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins with a screen on Brunson. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hart. Brunson with it. He's picked up by SGA. Outside Brunson. Towns a screen on Wiggins. Hart goes in. Basket's good. He's got 5.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Timeout called. The Thunder.
Please give a big round of applause for your Knicks team.
City ends up going with a new group.
Make some noise.
All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Caruso. Holmgren with a screen on Anunoby. Now Holmgren. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Hart. Uses the glass on the layup. Hart's gotten 4 this quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Caruso outside. Holmgren against Hart. Pass to McCain. Driving to the basket. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Joe, the pass to Caruso. Back to Joe. Caruso, left side. Hart against Holmgren. Over Hart. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
And with a release point that high like Holmgren has, it makes it basically impossible to contest that jump shot.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Towns can't get it to go. Brunson against McCain. Outside Joe. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to Joe. Back to McCain. Holmgren with a screen on Hart. Here's McCain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And McCain looking wise beyond his years right there. That is great ability to utilize that screen and roll.
Back to Hart. This one for 3. Here's Brunson. Good work defensively by Caruso.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Back to Joe. Jacks up a 3. Towns with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hart passes to Brunson. Now here's Towns. Tries to break his ice. Now here's Bridges. Defense right on him. Yep, that one goes.
You gotta enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Called for the Thunder. Get up, men. Get ready for fun, man. It's your turn.
For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Towns, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Hart. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Back to Joe. He shoots. Yes, on the jumper. Joe's got his first 2 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 9. Bridges outside. Pass to Clarkson. Clock at 6. No good from outside. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Here's Joe. Back to McCain. And here's Joe. Now McCain. There's the triple. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting 37% since the beginning of the third quarter. Now here's Clarkson, covered by Joe from the right block. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And stolen by Alvarado. Here's Shamet. Count it. Shamet's got 5.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Caruso. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's McCain. Fires from deep. Good work defensively by Alvarado. Throws it up high.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
89-61.
Outside McCain. Pass to Joe. Back to McCain. A minute and a half left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side Joe. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And the Knicks shooting only 39% so far in the game. Screen by Robinson. Back to Alvarado. Takes a three. Gets the three to fall. Alvarado's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Back to McCain. Right side Joe to snap the cold streak. Nails it from three. 5 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Clarkson, and the layup is good off the glass. Clarkson's got 11.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Caruso outside. There's a screen by Wiggins. And it's Caruso on the take. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Oklahoma City ahead, just dominating this one. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Jared McCain. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Carlson in at the center. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want-to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
So it's Oklahoma City now, after the basket by New York on the other end. Outside McCain, back to Joe. The three is up, and another three for Oklahoma City.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Clarkson for three. Ooh, give him his fifth make of the game in 10 attempts.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Pass to Joe. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Pass to Joe. Launches a three, and the three-pointer goes.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Towns. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Now Joe. Caruso outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Alvarado, the pass to Towns. Here's Kolek. The three. It's rebounded by Carlson. Carlson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Wiggins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And the basket by Towns.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
75.
Pass to Joe, and there's a pick. He drops it from range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Now here's Clarkson, Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson. That gives him a double-double.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Pass to Joe, back to McCain. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Now here's Clarkson. Pass to Towns. Outside Robinson. To the right side. Here's Kolek. That three's off the mark.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Talk about a guy who's really broken out. How about Aaron Wiggins, Tim?
Oh, BA, he certainly has. He's the former 55th pick in 2021. And you look at the versatility on both ends. He can shoot it, drive it, and defend multiple positions.
And the Thunder call time here. For the Knicks, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and Brunson is subbed in for Kolek. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Carlson. Lou Dort comes in for Caruso. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for McCain. The free throw drops for Wiggins. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it. And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Here come your Knicks City Dancers, everyone. Yes.
He's checked in for Wiggins.
For your Knicks City Dancers, let me hear you once again.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Wallace. Sinks it from distance. Wallace has got 19 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. And it's Brunson with the rebound. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
There's a screen. Bridges against Dort. Towns outside. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Alvarado. And again, the Knicks missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And here's Dort. Fires the three. Drills it from deep.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Left side, Anunoby. Towns outside. Will it go? Hits a three-pointer. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Thunder lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Wallace outside. Hartenstein with a screen on Bridges. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Anunoby's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field so far. It's Dort on the wing. 4-3. Here's Holmgren on target from about 13 feet. Holmgren's got 19 points.
Well, that's a nice mid-range area for Holmgren. He can get to that shot anytime he wants.
SGA against Brunson. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Brunson. And it's New York scoring again.
And you just can't let Brunson get to his spots. I mean, he's an excellent mid-range shooter.
23-84.
Pass to SGA. Hartenstein with a screen on Brunson. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, BA, and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man.
That one misses for Hartenstein. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Hart. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Well, even with a bigger defender on him, he was undeterred.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And SGA throws it down.
SGA left no doubt on that one, throws it down.
Pass to Brunson. Good defense there from SGA.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Now here's Dort. Let's go with a 3. They get it again. Hartenstein lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
Now here's Hart. Launches it. Wallace pulls it in. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Dort for 3. Buries it from 3.
Dort.
Great game for him. Double-double now.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Brunson on the drive. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now here's SGA. Hartenstein with a screen on Brunson to the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Brunson, a screen on Holmgren. Here's Towns, and he comes up with a bucket. Towns has got 15 points here in the second half.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Top of the key. Here's Hartenstein. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Here's Brunson, following the bucket by the Thunder. The shot by Towns, no good.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Pass to Holmgren from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Towns passes to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. New York, no good that time either. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.